Good afternoon, traders. It is Wednesday, March 6th, 2019, and the U.S. stock market is closed. Hey, I hate doing this. I really just hate doing this. Uh, we had another losing day today. I'll just get that out of the way first. We had five positions coming in. We closed out negative about $2,700. No big loss there, but it was negative $2,700. Then we got into four new positions. All of them were negative, and we're carrying negative $3,800 going into tomorrow. You can see here what happened to the Dow. It just was down right from the beginning. Tried to rally some at the end, but really didn't do a very good job. Officially, the Dow is down 133. So that's enough for the crappy. This is the fifth straight losing day in a row. None of those losing days are particularly bad. It started with the last day of February, and now the first 4 days of March, we've registered negative numbers, although they've been small negative numbers. Now, I don't have anything to show you at all, so I'm just going to talk very briefly about trading and getting through this. This is very discouraging. It always is discouraging. It's hard to get through. People think trading should be really exciting. You know, they hear I've been trading for a living for, close to 25 years, and they just think that's the most wonderful thing in the world. But I tell you, it frequently gets discouraging and tedious, even though I have rarely had any long streaks of losing a lot of money. The problem with trading is, for most people, is that most activities we do require that we have positive results the majority of the time. And with trading, we do not get positive results the majority of the time. The majority of the time, we get days like today. So it's not very uplifting, and it's certainly not exciting. We still can make really good money. The problem is we make money during short, infrequent periods of time. And like last month, I think we had two really good days. I think in January we had three really good days. But the rest of the time we're fighting, kind of like today. And that's a hard way to make money, even though we did extraordinarily well in both January and February. But we had the majority of our days were difficult. And that's why trading is difficult. And that's why so many people just don't do well. I have tons of letters from people. It's email that I get. And, typically these letters talk about starting out with like $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 sometimes. And by the time they're writing to me, they have less than 10,000, and they're writing and saying, "Help, help, Bob, help." And I cannot imagine how this can happen. But I think it happens because people go through days like today and they start looking for alternative ways to make things move faster, and then they really start losing a lot of money very quickly. and pretty soon it's all gone, and there's really no way to recover from that. I had, of the years that I have posted on the website, I had 5 straight winning years. One of those years in 2013, I think I made like 150%, and the other years were really good too. But last year in 2018, I had a losing year on the 6th year, and yet that losing year was only about 8%. And we've already more than made that up in the first 2 months of 2019. So, you know, the advantage of trading a mechanical system like this is it just doesn't let you lose your account. But it does have bad periods, and it takes enormous amount of discipline and tenacity to stick with it for and take advantage of those infrequent, really good days where you just make tons of money, and that's when you make up for all those losses. Anyway, it's not easy learning to trade, and it is difficult. But if you stick with it, you certainly can make money. And I'm no genius, but I've pretty much made consistent money over 2 decades. Okay, that's my lecture for today. That's in lieu of sitting here and talking about the 5th crappy day in a row. We're due for a good one here one of these days. This is Trader Bob signing off. Be back here tomorrow on Thursday.